thought of my body as a taxi. I've said this before. I thought of my body as a taxi that would just get me around. And when it went wrong a bit, I just kind of patched it up to keep me going. And then, eventually that's unsustainable. Either I was going to die, or else something would happen that would bring me into having to deal with that. And I didn't realize it was going to be illness, chronic autoimmune illness that, brought me, brought me to my knees physically, brought me to my knees emotionally, and just seemed to go through the whole system of the human being because everything is so interconnected. So I, brought me to my knees physically, and I had to detoxify everything. I just naturally kind of started on that process. But emotionally, it was just extraordinary because I had no idea what old emotions were locked up in some kind of way in this energy system. What was out of whack, what was being stored up for what anger, for instance, was being stored up in the liver area, these kind of things. What was offline in the throat chakra, if you want. I don't really talk about chakras too much, but they are pointers. And it took a long time without knowing what any destination was for me. Uh, just to attend to the body and everything subsequent to what attending to the body meant. I think if I'd have known then what I know now, I could have approached it in a different way. I approached it through a kind of ignorance, if you like, or desperation, and uh, uh, but so what I'm saying is by and by things started happening to me, and through the spiritual practices that I was doing at the time, but mostly through a kind of catharsis and healing and emotional clearing, sort of started to come over a long period of time into something, into some new relationship with myself, into a more harmonious relationship with myself that was not there since I was a child. And that's a long time. And by, over time, it's kind of come into this harmony, a sort of harmony of naturalness, of body, emotion, mind, spirit, a one. Is that if there's anything to impart, it's it's that the body is part of the uniqueness of the union that we are. We are a union of what we call spirit, mind, emotion, and body. There is no separation in any of those. There's a there's a density, there's a light density of vibration that goes on. And everything that has happened to us and everything that is happening to us is in relationship to everything else that is happening to us. So when something enters the energy system, it's designed in a sense to flow through. It always was, and it always will be. And when it doesn't flow through, it gets stuck somewhere in us, somewhere in the energy system. I'm not thinking body, I'm thinking a vibrating energy system that we are. It gets stuck somewhere. It's almost like the intelligence of the divine intelligence of us says, okay, we can't deal with that at the moment. Let's put it somewhere and we can deal with it later. That happens on the physical level. That's what the liver is for. It's when we take in a toxin that we don't know, the body doesn't know what to deal with, it stores it somewhere for later processing. And unfortunately, it doesn't get processed later because we're still too busy dealing with the insults of this moment. So we don't ever get the chance to clean house on any level. But we're an energy system and we need to clean house on all levels, mental level, which is connected to the emotional level, which is connected to the physical level. Spiritually, I don't think we have to clean house spiritually. We have to clear house on the densification of the human being. And then whatever spiritual being we are kind of arises naturally.